Good evening and welcome to Prog Monster. My name is Murph. I am the host of this show. This is a show dedicated to progressive rock and other forms of rock music. I'm just going to move in a bit so I can get up closer to the camera, which is kind of a bit blurry tonight for some reason, even though I cleaned it good. Anyways, this is our Battle of the Bands, episode number 27, I believe. This is the third battle of the third round between probably two of the hardest combatants I've had in this entire series. These were two albums I thought would get close to or right at the finals, and now they're facing each other, and one of them has to lose, unfortunately. That's the only thing about these bands battles I don't like, is that somebody has to lose. And in this case, it gets down to when you're listening to them, you're not just listening to them for how much you like them. Now you're looking for a weakness in one or the other to see who's gonna be the one out, and that's just the way it is. It just happens that way naturally. You start looking for why this album should make it and why this one shouldn't. Unfortunately, that's just the way. That's just part and parcel of this type of thing. So we have Winterhawk's Revival from 1982. Facing Frigid Pink's Earth Omen from 1972. The 10 years probably hurts Frigid Pink a bit here because the production isn't as good on the 72 album as it is on the 82 album. Still pretty good though for 72. The production's still pretty good on that album. So we're going to start off with Winterhawk and the Revival album. Apparently there are two Winterhawk bands, and I didn't know this because I started this a few days ago looking for other albums by them, and it's been difficult because they always give me the other Winterhawk band, which had two albums that came out, one in 79 and one in 1980. They were a native band, a native heavy metal band from that same time period. It's kind of strange that two bands both have the same name. Anyways, I didn't find anything. I think this is a soul album by this band. They could have done some later, but I can't find anything. Anybody knows, that would be appreciated. Anyways, this is a great album, and this may be its best listen so far in this tournament. The first two songs I gave 8s to. The intro is just so good. Like, it's just so heavy. Such a heavy track with such great instrumental and so well put together. The riffing is awesome on this, and I think the guitars are just off the tracks here, man. Such a catchy riff, yeah. I gave this song an 8. Sanctuary, the second song, another one like this. Very, very good instrumentation. I love the melodic guitar playing on this song. I love the riffing, the bits of progginess that come through on this album, on this particular track quite a bit. Such a catchy riff and such a great solo, and the vocal range is very perfect for this song. So those two are the 8s. Then you got 3 or 4 other songs that I also gave 7s to. I don't think they got that high on the last round, but they did very well this time. I think my head was just in the mood for these guys. And just tremendous guitars on these songs. Period of Change, such a great guitar opening. The song Ace in a Hole, another great guitar riffing opening. Another catchy opening on Free Life. Like, they're all just amazing. I like the Revival song too, which is a little bit slower, but very good soloing on this too. Like, just really catchy riff again. It's just, even the quiet parts are so good on this particular track. Yeah, I really like this whole album. Just knocks it out of the park here. It's just like almost perfection, as close to perfection as they've gotten so far in this tournament. The Frigid Pink Earth Omen album from 1972 is really good too. Like, lots of really good piano on different tracks on here. Lots of good drum parts. The drummer is really solid on here. I think the guitar player knows how to write catchy beats, and the vocalist, well, maybe not quite as good as the guy on Winterhawk. The harmonic vocals on here are really catchy. They just do so many different types of harmonic vocals here. I just think it's really solid stuff. So I gave 1/8, and that was to the first song, Miss Evil. I like the piano on this a lot. I just like this whole song. It's so catchy. Such a great tune. Then you've got The Sailor, which is a little bit slower opening riff, but it's kind of bluesy as well. Earth Omen, real catchy beats, real catchy riffs, just great solos again. The acoustic part on Lazy Day is really good. I like the percussions on this as well, and the harmonic vocals are really strong. Trained Woman, this may be the weak track on the album. Not as catchy, not as good, maybe a little too much keyboard for my liking. And that may be the Achilles heel of Frigid Pink, is that it wasn't so noticeable earlier on because they were battling other bands with keyboards as well, and their keyboards are pretty good for the most part. But there's a couple of tracks where it's a little bit annoying, not too much of an annoyance, but enough that I notice it here because Winterhawk doesn't have any keyboards at all. And I prefer my hard rock bands that way, no keyboards for the most part. Yeah, just each of the songs just really good, like really strong, nice solo parts, nice strong drumming. The album is heavy, but not ridiculously heavy. There's good guitar solos and good instrumental parts, but not too much jamming or anything like that. I think when they play the riffing part, it's really strong, and the solo part is kind of separate. It's not like some bands where they do the soloing and a riffing together. This is just really tastefully done. Such a great album. The last track, they have some really symphonic kind of harmonies. Just like lots of different stuff on this album that's like Eternal Dream with those kind of angelic kind of vocal parts. Just like catchy throughout the whole album. I just think this album is for the time period is really, really solidly done. But I got to choose one of them, right? And this was very tough because there's not much separating these two, and really it just came down to I just like the Winterhawk album better. It just came down to that. I don't think it's necessarily a better instrumental album. I don't think it is. I don't think it's the sound. Maybe the keyboards hurt Frigid Pink a bit. The one kind of bluesy song here, or a quieter song here, kind of hurt Winterhawk a bit. But overall, I just think the overall difference is very slim, like almost a hair apart. But Winterhawk's going to win this because I just think it's going forward. It keeps getting stronger each battle, and Frigid Pink has had some serious competition to face Fuzzy Duck, and then these guys are just going to come up just a tiny bit short. And I hate to do that because I like them so much. I actually, when I started listening to them, I thought this band is going to go right almost to the finals. And I guess they made it to the quarters here, but I thought they would go a little further, but they're up against just a tough band. So Winterhawk will go through to the fourth round of the semifinals, and Frigid Pink's days will end here, but they won't end with me because I discovered them and I like their stuff a lot, and I'll be listening for more of their stuff as we go forward. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe. It's much appreciated. Which one of these albums do you guys prefer? Like, if you listen to them both, what do you think is what's your favorite here? Anyways, so you have yourself a good night, and this will come out in the morning on the Monday morning on March the 27th. So take care and have a good one. Bye.